Hi everyone, I know we are all locked down in our homes, but I know that this Vetkoek recipe will really make you happy, make me happy. Usually I buy this from the stores, but I've just challenged myself to do the dough from scratch. And yeah, I'm gonna quickly share this recipe with you, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, looking at some of the ingredients, you're gonna need salt, oil, this cake flour, 1 packet of yeast. So mix your 1 kg of cake wheat flour and your 20 ml salt. Just take a wooden spoon and make sure that there's no lumps in your flour. Then mix your 30 ml sugar, your 10 ml instant dry yeast, your 30 ml cooking oil in 750 ml of lukewarm water in a jug, and you can just stir it and leave it for 5 minutes. Pour in your jug mix, then stir with your wooden spoon. En dan knie, papa, knie. Keep going till your hands are clean. Okay, once your hands are clean, make a little ball and put it back into the bowl. And then you're going to cover this and make sure you uncover it after about 30 minutes. You can cover it with any kitchen cloth. Okay, now we can see it's risen to about double the size of what it was. And that's a sign that it's ready for rock and roll. You can take it out of your bowl and then roll it. Take some flour, put it on the working surface, and then roll it into a big sort of roll. Now let's use a knife, cut little pieces off on the sides to create little dough balls. It will essentially be your little Vetkoeks that just needs to rise first. Spray your wooden piece of wood that you're going to place these on with Cook and Spray. It will just prevent the dough balls from sticking to the wood. It's also easier to work with when you're ready for frying. You're going to leave these beautiful dough balls to rise for about 30 minutes. Then you should be ready for cooking. Okay, so whilst we wait for the dough balls to rise to double its size, I'm going to show you how to make the mince, the beef mince that goes with our beautiful Vetkoek. You're going to need 3 potatoes and 2 onions. Slice them up, and you're going to put these potatoes in the micro oven for 5 minutes in a little bit of water in a little bowl on the side, so you can ensure that that is properly cooked. Start off by frying your onions till nicely brown, and then our spices. Also going to add a little bit of garlic. I've used 3 pieces of garlic and chopped them up very roughly, and that will also go in with the onions as soon as they brown. Then over to our spices. You're going to need tomato paste, steak and chops. You're going to use around 2 spoons of that, nutmeg as well as about 2 spoons of that, coriander 2 spoons, thyme, you're only going to use a little bit of that, and then your mixed herbs. Add as much as you want for flavor. Pour then your gloves, your garlic gloves, as well as your spices with your onions, and you fry it a little bit just so that your onions can get infused with this lovely spices. Cook that nicely, and then you'll also add your Maggi original Worcester sauce. Just a little bit of that, just to give a little bit of moisture, but also to break a little bit of the sweetness, as we're also going to add chutney next. Mrs. Balls, pour in a little bit, not too much, because it might make it too sweet, so just a little bit of Mrs. Ball's chutney. Once you're done frying this, you can see it gets beautiful color. You take that out of the bowl, out of the pan, and pour it into a bowl, and we're going to put that straight back after we've completed the mince. After you've taken out the onions, you're going to put in a little bit of olive oil, Heat that up. And then use your spoon to make it soft. Continue with that to really make sure the mince is fine. Chop 3 tomatoes to add to the mince. You'll see your mince is brown by the time you add your tomatoes, stirring lovely. Then add your onions back in and stir and let it just fry for a little bit. You'll see it's not too much oil in there, nor is there too much water. And then also get your, how we're going to add moisture to this dish is we're going to pour in our potatoes that was in the microwave for about 5 minutes. We're going to add that to our mix and we're just going to stir it and let this pretty much cook for the next 25 minutes until we finished with frying the dough in the oil. So close it up. And our dough balls are ready for frying in oil. Pour in about 500 mils of cooking oil into your frying pan. And a little piece of dough that will show you when your oil's ready for frying. Put it on 6, the highest you can, just to get the oil to boiling point, and then put it back to 4 to ensure you don't burn them. I use a spoon just to throw a little bit of oil on top of the Vetkoek to ensure it actually rises to double the size. Fry them so they're nice and brown. Then when they're done, you're going to place them in this tray using a kitchen paper just to ensure it sort of absorbs all that oil. And then stack them all into this bowl. You'll probably get quite significant amount of Vetkoek out of the 1 kg recipe. What I like about it, we make it quite small so the kids can eat them, and it's just not too big, and yeah, quite nice. So there we are, done with 31 Vetkoek. And on the inside, well cooked and ready for dishing. These are yummy. So the next morning, Vetkoek can go stale quite quickly. So just another idea for you guys is put it in a toaster so it gets crispy again. And yeah, you can put all your favorite spreads on there. Mine is maple syrup and Marmite. There you go. Enjoy, guys.